Good morning, everybody. Wow, that's a nice little wake up. Thanks so much to Blue Thunder. Thanks, guys. Single-handedly bringing sexy back when it comes to big bass drums and cymbals. Thanks, guys. By the way, I don't think I've ever seen anybody jitterbug to a bass drum before. That was quite inspiring. Very nicely done earlier over there. My name is John Curley. I used to be a celebrity. And now I'm a city council member in Sammamish. As my kid says, Dad, you have fallen so low. And such bad lighting there at the Sammamish City Council, by the way. Before King TV gave me an opportunity to pursue other interests and spend more time with my kids, I do a lot of races. I do 5Ks, I do Ironman competitions and triathlons and stuff like that, so I became a businessman. And I started this thing called I Beat John Curley, IBeatJohnCurley.com. And the way it works is I used to go to these races, and people used to see me, they go, oh, there's one guy I want to beat, it's you. I hate you. I'm like, okay, fine. So I realized there was all this sort of fun competition that went on. I'm a kid of an entrepreneur. My dad was with IBM for 18 years and was always coming up with ideas. So I noticed there was some natural energy that was out there in the field of 5Ks and 10K races. So I started this I Beat John Curley, and the way it worked was this. And if you guys are all business people, tell me you think this is a good idea. Normally on any race, there's about 1,500 people in the race. What you do is you go to my site, you challenge me. By challenging me, it slows me down by 3 seconds, okay? If you beat me, you get a t-shirt and your name goes into the hat. I pull your name out, I write a check to your favorite charity for $1,000. $1,000 your favorite charity. Now I got 10 sponsors, each sponsor threw in $100 for each race. That's a pretty good idea, right? And the sponsors would pay $100. They'd have their name on the back of the shirts, on the websites, and everything else. The site, when it first launched, got 10,000 hits. So it was pretty good. So I'd sign up for the race. I'd go there. I'd have all the people, and I would race them, and then I would put the name in the hat and pull it out. Well, it worked great on paper. It worked great for about the first month, and then what happened was the sponsors are like, hey, things are kind of tight for us. We're not going to do any checks this month. Maybe check back with us. So then we started losing capital. We lost the revenue that we needed, but I had already signed up for all these races, and I had all these people challenging me. So what was happening is by the end of July, I'm running a 5K race, and I have no sponsor, and I have $1,000 on the line. And I had seen all the people that had challenged me. In some races, I would be challenged by as many as 500 people. So I'd be delayed by 1,500 seconds. So they would leave, I'd have to stand there and wait, and then they'd let me go, and I would try to run down everybody. Each person that I saw represented like $50 as far as I was concerned. So one particular race, I come across the finish line, I lean this lady out, I had plucked off everybody, I lean her out at the end, she turns to me, she goes, boy, are you a jackass. I said, let me explain something to you. I got no capital, I got all my investors are gone, I got no sponsorship anymore. Things aren't good, that was my own $1,000, I'm racing against my own $1,000. She goes, well, I'll see you next week because I challenged you again. Anyway, the Curley household wrote a check for $16,000 for all of the races. And the other nice thing is, we have 10,000 shirts. So here are some of them, and as you can see, they're brand new. They still have the thing on. So this morning, if you lose, you're still a winner because I'm going to give you an I Beat John Curley shirt, all right? There you go. By the way, I got about 10 boxes of these in my car. If somebody could follow me down to P2, that would be great. We'll get rid of all of those. So this is the first annual, by the way, and it is a sellout. Isn't that amazing? We get this many people here, so great job. Way to go, everyone. Small business is alive and well, one person's dream, and they turn to another person that supports the dream, and they turn to another friend. They say, hey, I've got this idea, and their friend's like, great. It's amazing how people, you've got to hold on, because even the people that are closest to you are the ones that sometimes don't support you in your idea. And you find that other person's like, I'm with you. If you want anything, you let me know as long as it's not money. I'll be there for you 100%. But for all of you that are here today, thank you very much, because what you do is you drive the economy. Your vision, your passion, your creativity drive this economy. So a nice round of applause for everyone that's made it this far. By the way, feel free feel free to use these as well, because there will be some cheering, there will be some yelling. I want to let you know that the Chamber of Commerce, there you go, you guys used all these. The Chamber of Commerce from various cities did all of the judging for this, but we made sure that the Chamber of Commerce was not the ones that had the same businesses. We would have felt that they would have been somewhat biased towards their own people. So we mixed it around. We made sure that they judged from a vast criteria to make sure that we had the correct winners that would be here. So everybody's got their sound effects. They're ready to go. Our King County Executive, Dal Constantine, is here with us as well this morning. He looks terrific, by the way. Nice teeth. And he's going to be sitting right up here. And if there's a picture of the two of us together, is that it? Oh. Yeah. I was King Neptune for the Seafair Parade 2 years ago, or a year ago anyway, and I had the crown, and I turned to Dal. I said, I'll get a picture, and then I'm going to turn around and give it to you. And Dal goes, oh, one rule, no hats. So that's why he was not wearing the crown. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dal Constantine.
Thank you, John.
You get a shirt, too. You get a t-shirt.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I am, so he tries to put the hat on me, and I'm just having visions of Mike Dukakis in the tank, right? You know. Actually, I thought that was what they gave you when you were sworn in as a member of the Sammamish City Council. Isn't that? You guys are much more special than the rest of us. You know, I just want to start by saying I am so sorry about the hour of the morning. I can't believe we did this to you, but honestly, you small business people are working all the rest of the time, so when else are we going to have this ceremony? The person who made this really come together, I want to start by recognizing him. King County used to have an economic development program. Now we have an economic development guy, because these are lean times, but he is doing the work of many, and he put this together, the first of what I hope will be a long series of small business awards event. Ray Mosier right here. Please thank him. And you want to talk about good staffing. Ray even dug through his basement and found a special clapper for me, the University of Washington Husky clapper. So thank you. Could I save this until after the Colorado game? Thank you. So I also want to thank, again, Blue Thunder and my friend and, truth be told, fraternity brother, Keith Russo, who heads that up. They are tremendous. The secret to our success that we're having in the King County Executive's office is that's actually how we start our staff meetings on Monday mornings, every Monday morning. So thanks to Blue Thunder. I wanted to thank the elected officials who joined us today. A lot of what we're doing is about partnerships with business community, with our employees, and with our fellow governments across the region. From the King County government, I know I see Councilmember Kathy Lambert. Thank you for being here, Kathy. I'm not sure if Councilmember Larry Phillips was able to join us today. Algona Mayor Dave Hill, are you here with us? Yep. There you are. I saw Kenmore Mayor Dave Baker. The very enthusiastic mayor of Kent, who you saw dancing earlier, Suzette Cook. Deputy Mayor of Bellevue, Conrad Lee, thanks for hosting us today. The aforementioned Sammamish City Council member, John Curley. And I want to know if there are any other elected officials in the room that I've missed or who snuck in. If you're too shy to stand up now, if you just let Ray know, and we'll make sure you get introduced. I want to thank everyone for being here today, and then I want to thank our sponsors. Folks stepped up to make sure that we had the resources to be able to carry this off, and our sponsors providing the tools and the business climate small businesses need to thrive. One of them is a business a little too large to be nominated today, but we thank them nonetheless, Microsoft. They began with just 2 employees. And we also want to thank KeyBank. KeyBank, where are you? There we go. Our friends at Enterprise Seattle. Jeff Marcel is here. the Workforce Development Council of Seattle and King County, and the Small Business Partners for Prosperity. Thank you very much. Finally, I want to thank our 31 chamber, city, and small business organization partners who wrote and submitted nominations for their businesses, as well as the many chamber judges who gave their time to review and score their nominations. Would the partners and the judges please stand and let us thank you for your contributions today. You know, they really did narrow the list and pick the winners, and I'm going to find out along with you who won the Executive Small Business Awards today. I'm very excited about that. Owning and operating a small business is rewarding, but it's an incredibly hard job, especially in today's economic climate. It requires dedication, tenacity, resilience every day, often including Saturdays and Sundays and evenings. Small business owners work in a fiercely competitive environment to provide value to their customers, jobs for employees, contributions to their community. It is widely accepted that small businesses, particularly younger small businesses, create about 2/3 of the new jobs in the United States. And as we continue to recover from this great recession, small businesses will lead the way in hiring people and bringing America back to work. So in the spirit of our new King County strategic plan to encourage a growing and diverse King County economy, I decided to hold this event to recognize the significant achievements of small businesses throughout King County and to celebrate the tremendous contributions they make to our economy. Last week, ADP reported that of the 91,000 new private sector jobs created in the U.S. in September, businesses with 50 or fewer employees created 60,000, or 2/3 of those jobs. And according to the state of Washington, 95% of the more than 79,000 King County businesses in 2010 had 50 or fewer employees. It is therefore fitting that for this event, we are defining small businesses as having 50 or fewer employees. From our partners, we received 125 compelling small business nominations, and those judges that you just thanked selected 21 extremely impressive finalists and then went through the tough task of choosing the winners. The selections were based on the following criteria, and we had 7 award categories. The criteria were merit within the award category, the overall impact on employment, innovative and entrepreneurial nature of the business model, their approach and concept for customer service, and their involvement with their community. 13 of our finalists came from suburban cities and the unincorporated area. 8 of them come from within the city of Seattle. And I'm extremely pleased that 4 of our finalists are certified as King County small contractors and suppliers. So in just a moment, we're going to announce the winners in each category, but before we do, I want you to know that I consider each and every one of the nominees a winner. So I would like all of the finalists, all 21 finalists, to please stand and accept our recognition and thanks. All the finalists will be featured on our website and in our social media. All of you have a banner. The finalists and the winners will have a banner that you can use on your website and in your other advertising materials if you choose. We want to make sure that we are promoting King County small businesses to the 2 million people in this county and far beyond. Thank you for helping lift up our economy and put our people back to work. Now I'm going to turn the program back over to John, and we are going to get on to the awards.
That's right. Thanks, Dal. Thank you, Dal. By the way, I know we are already 5 minutes ahead of schedule, so that's pretty good. Yes. I know some of you have to get back to Westlake Park to do some protesting, so we Have you guys seen that on the video, right? They don't clap, they do this. By the way, we're going to do call and response, by the way, so everybody can hear me. Mic check. Wow, no one's watched that video? You haven't seen that? Of how they do it, how the protesters do mic check? Oh, wow. I guess you're all too busy working. Okay. Shocking. Here we are talking about 24/7 on Cairo 97.3 Cairo FM all the time, and no one seems to care. All right. Make a note. Find another job. All right, let's get started. Rural economy is important in the urban area. King County Strategic Plan supports rural economic development that maintains the character of the rural area. In fact, we were talking about critical area ordinance just last night in Sammamish. I'll talk to the folks in the hallway about that later on. Therefore, this award recognizes the rural small business that has achieved excellence in one of the traditional rural industry clusters. Now, I have to let you know how this is going to work this morning. You're going to get your photo with Dow. It's a $5 fee. It's no big deal. You also get your photo taken with the sponsor and the presenter, and then you can just get your photo taken on your, but a whole bunch of photos will be taken. You're going to get 3 altogether. Try not to blink and try not to have anything in your teeth. Presenter for this year's Rural Business Award is our King County Executive, Dow Constantine.
I don't even know. I am so excited that King County is the sponsor of the Rural Small Business of the Year Award, and that I asked myself to present the award this year. This year's finalists are Jubilee Biodynamic Farm, the first organic community-supported agriculture farm in the Snoqualmie Valley, raising organic fruits and vegetables, pigs, beef cows, turkeys, and chickens. Jubilee Biodynamic Farm. Olympic Nursery, a tree nursery in Woodinville, which provides larger size evergreen, shade, and ornamental trees, landscape and privacy screen consultation, and design, delivery, and installation services. Olympic Nursery. And Rockridge Orchards and Cidery, a farm located on the Enumclaw Plateau with a cidery, craft distillery, apple and Asian pear orchard, bamboo groves, exotic edibles, a farm store and tasting room, and stalls at several area farmers markets. Rockridge Orchards and Cidery. Now, Blue Thunder is left, right? So I can't get a drum roll from them. So I'm probably going to ask. Oh my gosh, look at that. There they are right there. Drum roll, please. I'm opening the envelope, and the winner is Rockridge Orchards and Cidery, Wade Bennett.
Judy and Wade Bennett started farming on the Enumclaw Plateau in 1982 and started Rockridge Orchards in 1991. As a small farm, they employ family, friends, and neighbors. The Bennetts have taken a small farm and created an agricultural realm of 61 acres, including orchards, offering more than 148 exotic edibles that delight the palate. They defy the climate by growing crops such as Asian pears, wasabi, and bananas, and maximize the use of their agricultural acreage using the hilly terrain, soils, and sun direction to optimize crop production. They are well known and recognized at the farmers markets they serve, and numerous restaurants utilize their exotic edibles. Their passion for the cidery, winery, and craft distillery have enabled them to open their farm store and tasting room so more people can taste and obtain the fruits of their labor. They live their philosophy that life, food, and farming should never be boring.
We also have awards for the 2 other finalists, Jubilee Biodynamic Farms and Olympic Nurseries. Please stand as well and be recognized, and our volunteers will take your awards to you. Can we ask those folks to stand from Biodynamic Farms and Olympic Nurseries? Thanks, guys. Well done. Keep up the great work. You didn't know you had an extra rim shot in the whole rim, right? Pretty good. A skeleton walks into a bar, says to the bartender, "I'll have a beer and a mop, please." Wow, that's... Make note, can't do rim shots. Minority Small Business of the Year Award. Now, the U.S. Census Bureau in 2007 surveyed the business owners, showed that King County percentage of minority-owned businesses was over 13%, giving the significant ownership of the percentage. This award recognizes minority-owned businesses that have attained outstanding business and achievement and has also made significant contributions made by minority-owned businesses in King County. Presenting this year's Minority Small Business Award is Faria Chiro. She is the president of the Small Business Partners for Prosperity.
It's Farai. The Small Business Partners for Prosperity is pleased to present this year's Minority Small Business of the Year Award. The year's finalists are Chameleon Technologies, Inc., an information technology staffing and professional services firm located in Kirkland. General Microsystems, Inc., a value-added reseller of computer systems, storage hardware, software, and services located in Bellevue. Triple X Root Beer, located in Issaquah. This is the last Triple X Root Beer restaurant in the United States and is a regional and national tourist attraction. And the winner is Triple X Root Beer. Accepting the award is Jose Nisiso.
Triple X Root Beer is a tourism icon for Issaquah. It is the last remaining Triple X Root Beer restaurant in the United States and has distinguished itself as a truly unique 1950s-style restaurant and drive-in. Jose and Ciso purchased the restaurant in the late 1990s, took it from the brink of failure, and turned it into a generator of tourism dollars, jobs, and community pride for Issaquah and King County. Jose has grown the business from 3 employees to more than 23 and has held steady during the tough economy. With wall-to-wall decor from the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, it is an amazing trip down memory lane. Jose runs his business as a family, with many of his family members serving as employees. Over the years, as the restaurant has grown, it has continued to bring new jobs to the region. Jose and Triple X Root Beer are outstanding examples of business success, leadership, and civic engagement, and the company shines as a true example of an outstanding minority-owned business.
Way to go, Jose. By the way, Redmond Councilman Pat Vacher is here as well. We missed Pat, but thanks for being here. All the way from Redmond. Way to go, Jose. I have to say, in full disclosure, I love your restaurant. We go there all the time. We love your milkshakes. And if anybody has a chance to be in Issaquah, especially on a Sunday, when they have the car show and everything else, certainly stop by. I would recommend not eating 4 days prior to going because the hamburgers are that big. So thanks, Jose, for everything you do for the town of Issaquah, and Sammamish, and Redmond. By the way, other finalists to also be recognized because, as we said before, as Dal mentioned, 120, some of you entered in this, and these are outstanding individuals and great companies as well that deserve the recognition. Chameleon Technologies, thank you very much, and General Micro Systems Incorporated, thank you very much. Please stand to be recognized for your hard work and dedication to your dream. And you will be receiving a T-shirt. There will be a T-shirt for you as well. Women's Small Business Award. And now the U.S. Census Bureau in 2007, they've been very busy, obviously, surveyed the business owners in King County and found that it had a 14th highest percentage among U.S. counties of women-owned businesses at 29%. My goodness. Given this significant ownership percentage, it tells us a number of things. One, there's very, very smart women who are having trouble finding very smart men. This award recognizes women-owned businesses and obtained outstanding business achievement. They are tireless, they are dedicated, they are passionate in what they do. We thank them very much for all of their hard work. Presenting this year's Women's Small Business of the Year Award is Tori Locke. She is State and Local Government General Manager with Microsoft Corporation.
Good morning, everyone. Microsoft is pleased to be able to present this year's Women Small Business of the Year Award. The finalists are JTS Managed Services, a Seattle construction firm specializing in project management and I should have brought my reading glasses. Project control services for local construction projects. Umbrella Inc., a Kirkland-based IT and business consulting firm that specializes in IT consulting, management consulting services, creative project management, marketing communications, technical writing, and content development. PPR Inc., a full-service communications firm located in Seattle, providing public relations, marketing, advertising, public affairs, public policy and planning, research, and graphic design services. And the winner is PPR Inc. Accepting the award, Rita Brogan.
When Rita Brogan purchased PRR in 1989, her vision was to harness the tools of public policy, community outreach, advertising, public relations, and social science into an integrated communications agency dedicated to the greater good. In doing so, she built PRR into one of the most respected public affairs agencies in the Northwest. Today, PRR has offices in Seattle, Washington, D.C., Bellevue, and Yakima. PRR is nationally recognized for its work in social marketing, public involvement, and community building. Their clients include Fortune 500 companies, federal and local government agencies, small businesses, hospitals, developers, manufacturers, and nonprofit organizations. Every home in the region has been touched in some way by the work of PRR. The key to PRR's success has been its innovative, multidisciplinary approach. Over the decades, PRR has thrived while staying true to its ethic of community service. They are confident they will continue to blaze new paths using communications to build a better world.
And let us not forget JTS Managed Services and Umbrella as well. Please stand to be recognized for your hard work as well. Way to go. Good job. We'll get them next year. Here we go. We go back, I'm from Philadelphia, we go back to Ocean City, New Jersey every single year, my family and I, for a month. And we were driving by this bakery every single day. My kid's like, Dad, can we stop in there? Dad, can we stop in there? I said, no, guys, no, we're too busy. And we would drive by it all the time. Finally, I said, okay, let's go in. So we went in, we had the donuts, they were horrible. And then it was the end of the summer, it was the beginning of around August 15th. We drove past the bakery shop one more time, and there was a giant sign in the window, which I hope none of you ever have to hang. And the sign said, due to your poor patronage, we are closed. I know, I mean, let that sink in, right? Bitter on many levels. So my daughter turned to me and said, what does that mean, Dad, poor patronage? And my son, who's 9, he turned and said, oh, that means patronage is another word for soggy donuts. So in a way, it's true, it's true. So please, if things are not going well, don't go that way. Don't hang that sign. It just doesn't speak well for anybody. Let's see. Oh, exporting is so important because if we just kept the money rolling around like this, it just wouldn't do anything for us. So we have to make sure that we expand our markets outside the world, and it's so nice to be able to ship and have the product received well, and then to get that second order is so important. Economic growth for trade, exporting the products and services globally is so important. It brings income, which allows wages and taxes and base to grow, critical public infrastructure to be built, and this award recognizes small businesses that have achieved significant increased international sales through existing and or new international markets. Good for everybody in this one. Presenting this award for the Exporting Small Business of the Year award is Rick Witherland. Did I say that right? Witherland at KeyBank, our president at the Seattle Cascades region. Thanks a lot, Rick, for being here.
Thank you, John, and maybe you should have your reading glasses up here too.
They're all right?
Oh,
hey,
Rick,
nice to see you.
How are you? Dal, thank you for creating this award for small business. You know, it's really the backbone of our economy, so we thank you for doing that. And I also want to take a moment to applaud all of the finalists today, all the nominees and finalists who have really taken your vision and made it a reality. So congratulations for doing that. We at KeyBank, you know, we're pleased to present this year's Exporting Small Business of the Year award. And today's finalists are, first of all, Pascal International, a manufacturer of pharmaceutical and medical devices for the dental industry located in Bellevue, which exports products to over 20 countries. Paula's Choice, Inc., a Seattle manufacturer of skincare and select makeup products that are fragrance-free, this is hard to say early in the morning, ecologically responsible, never tested on animals, and sold throughout the world. And Transnet, Inc., a full-service, single-source provider of customized, solution-based global transportation logistics located in Issaquah. And the winner is Paula's Choice, Inc. Receiving the award is Stacey Christopher, General Manager.
Paula Begon is the creator and innovative force behind Paula's Choice Skincare and Cosmetics. She is the author of 18 best-selling books that have sold more than 2.5 million copies worldwide. Her work as a nationally recognized consumer expert for the cosmetics industry has led to repeat appearances on CNN, as well as programs such as Oprah, The Today Show, Dateline NBC, and Dr. Oz. Paula's passion is to help women find the best products. Paula's Choice is a comprehensive collection of skincare and select makeup products that meet Paula's strict criteria for excellence based only on what published research shows is effective. The company provides state-of-the-art formulas that are always fragrance-free, ecologically responsible, and never tested on animals. The company's nearly 100 products are available worldwide through its main website and a network of international distributors in regions including Australia, Europe, and Asia.
Congratulations. By the way, those were not samples. I found that out. Those were on the table out there. He was like, oh, I'll take that. No, those are just to show you what they do. Also, our finalists, Pascal International and Transnet Incorporated, thank you very much. Please stand to be recognized for your hard work as well. Way to go, guys. Congratulations to you. We're all friends, so I'll share with you a quick confession. It's okay, you leave the cameras rolling. I submarined a guy by mistake who had this vision of creating a coffee roaster. His name is, I don't know his name, but he named it after his kids, Zach and Danny. And he hired me to go on QVC. Anybody here watch QVC? Anybody not have a life? Anybody? Anyone? There you are. Good, okay. Whoa, okay. QVC, by the way, makes $88 a second. Can anyone else claim to do that? Didn't think so. Okay. They are the #1 watched television network in the world, and they make more money than anyone else. They have 3.2 million people watching QVC at any time of the day, 24 hours a day. It's quite remarkable. There are no cue cards. There's only one screen in front of you that shows you the call line. The call line is divided up on an XY axis, and it shows you the $88 a second line, the number of calls that are coming in consistently while you're talking. Whatever it is that you're selling, you see in front of you the 3 cameras, and you see the calls. When the calls drop below on an XY axis, when they drop below, then what happens is in your ear, you have a thing called interruptible feedback. It's a small device you wear in your ear. A lot of anchors locally wear it so they know what to say. That is taken out, and you wear that in your ear, and the director says to you, your 12 is now 8, your 8 is now 6, your 6 is now 4, now 2, now wrap it up. So the longer it stays below the $88, the longer it stays below the number of calls that they need, they just start dumping the time because they can't afford to have a lousy item, not that this is, they can't afford to have a lousy item on the screen. Isn't that fascinating? So I was hired by Zach and Danny's to sell this coffee roaster, and they gave us 12 minutes. Well, I got there. I was nervous. They let you set up your set any way you want. You do design the set. I thought I'd do with a rooster theme, so I did that. And I had roosters all over this great big beautiful kitchen counter and stuff. And I got so excited decorating with the roosters and the coffee beans. I had made a pot of coffee, but then unplugged it, forgot about it, and it had sat for 7.5 hours. Now, Bob Bowersox, who is their #1 salesman, comes in and says to me, because the cameras are in the other room, he runs in, the whole thing's live. He goes, let me tell you something right now. I hate coffee, all right? I love tea, I'm a tea guy, I drink tea, I hate coffee. This better be damn good, and we're up in 30 seconds, and you better bring it. This is Bob Bowersox. He got the apron on, and then the cameras come on, he's like, hey, hi, everybody. So, looking at him like, this guy's a jerk. So anyway, John Curley's here with Zach and Danny Gourmet Coffee Roaster, the best coffee. You tell me, John, this is going to be the best coffee we've ever had. I said, Bob, hold on to your Bowersox. I know, I've been working on that one all day. So I turn around and I grab the coffee, and as I go to it, you know that oily sheen that can form on top of coffee? When you know it's below room temperature for some strange chemical reason, it's like, you're looking like, wow, I can actually see myself in the top of this coffee. And the reflection is a scared man with too much pancake makeup on. And I grab the pot, I'm heading over to him, and it's live, and there's 3 cameras, and I'm like, Bob, we are going to be testing your acting skills in about 3 seconds. And I pour it in, and I feel my hand have a chill run through it. That's how cold it is. And I hand it to him, and he goes like this, is this going to be the best cup of coffee I've ever had? I said, this is going to be something else. Now, I'm getting paid by the number of units I sell. I got to tell you that right now, all right? You have to ship in 10,000 units, and you have 24 hours of QVC to get them out of there, anything that doesn't sell. Right now, I look at the screen, and people are buying the thing. And as soon as Bob takes that drink, he goes like this. Wow. Like it was written down on a cue card. Wow. And I remember looking back at the camera, and there was the big monitor, and the calls went like this. It was unbelievable. And in my ear, your 12 is now 6. Wow, 12 to 6. Whoa. What happened to 8? Down to 4, and they just wrapped it up, and that was it. And the guy from Chicago that had invented this machine was like, I don't understand what happened. I was like saying, I forgot to plug the coffee maker in. But I didn't say that to him. And 7 years have passed, so there's no way they can sue us. Recognizing the workforce development, that is hiring good people, not like me, is very, very important. We have awards for the individuals that have worked on this. And this particular is so important because you can have all the visions you want, you can have all the dreams you want, but unless you hire the people that make it come true, that have the boots on the ground, none of your dreams will ever see fruition. So skilled workforce is vital to the growth of the business and the economy. This award recognizes small businesses with outstanding practices in hiring, retaining, and developing the skills of worker. Presenting this year's Workforce Development Small Business of the Year Award is Marlena Sessions. She is the CEO of Workforce Development Council for Seattle, King County.
Good morning. I was looking for the workforce segue there, and yeah, hire somebody to plug your coffee maker in there. The Workforce Development Council of Seattle, King County is so pleased to present this year's Workforce Development Small Business of the Year Award. This year's finalists are Lynn and Associates, Inc., a Seattle consulting engineering firm specializing in land surveying, structural engineering, and construction management. Schemata Workshop, Inc., a Seattle-based architectural firm specializing in community-oriented projects throughout King County. Yay. And Seidel-Huber Iron and Bronze Works, a metal fabrication company with more than 100 years of history in Seattle under the same family. And the winner is, all right, Seidel-Huber Iron and Bronze Works. Yay. Receiving the award is Seidel-Huber co-owner Terry Seaman.
Seidel-Huber Iron and Bronze Works, a Soto area metal fabrication company, has more than 100 years of history in Seattle under the same family. Co-owners Terry Seaman and Heidi Seidel-Huber together employ 16 individuals and offer on-the-job training, a strong benefits package, and mutual respect that's made employees very loyal. When the economy crashed in 2008, Terry and Heidi made the incredible commitment and personal sacrifice not to lay anyone off. The employees, while keeping busy cleaning the shop and fixing equipment, took unpaid days off to help weather the downturn. Seidel-Huber's legacy in the Seattle area and across the Pacific Northwest far exceeds its size. Almost every marine facility in Alaska includes Seidel-Huber steel. Here at home, Seidel-Huber's ornamental metalwork is featured in some of the most beautiful and historic buildings in Seattle, including the Pioneer Square Pergola. Terry and Heidi's dedication and commitment to their employees and customers have enabled them to provide an incredibly valuable service to the region.
Also, let's remember Lynn and Associates and Schemata Workshop for their hard work as well. Thank you very much for what you do. You know, the average employee will work 100,000 hours on a job before they pass away and then later retire. So just keep that in mind. It's important that we recognize people that are doing great work. Hey, Green Sustainable Small Business of the Year Award. Now this is very important. King County is a hotbed for innovation in the field of sustainable and rich history of environmental stewardship. This award recognizes small businesses that have achieved excellence in the creation and implementation of sustainable business practices. Presenting this year's Green and Sustainable Small Business of the Year Award is, hey, it's Jeff Marcel, the President and CEO of Enterprise Seattle. Thanks, Jeff.
Good morning. How is everybody? Good. Let's just hear the noisemakers. Let it go. Yes. I love it. So Enterprise Seattle is pleased to present this year's Green Sustainable Small Business of the Year Award. This year's finalists are Eco Cartridge Store, a maker and supplier of refilled and remanufactured printer ink and toner cartridges located in Kirkland. Our second finalist is General Biodiesel, a Seattle-based company that produces high-quality biofuels from sustainable feedstocks such as recycled cooking oil and animal fats. And our third finalist is World CNG, a company located in the city of Auburn, which provides compressed natural gas fuel conversions for public and private fleet vehicles. So let's hear it for all of our finalists. And the winner is, there we go, General Biodiesel. Receiving the award for General Biodiesel is General Biodiesel founder and CEO Yale Wong.
Yale Wong and his wife Laura founded General Biodiesel in 2006 with the vision and mission to generate positive energy within the local economy. The company prides itself on producing high-quality biofuels made from sustainable feedstock, such as recycled cooking oil and animal fats. General Biodiesel operates the only certified refinery in Washington State for waste-to-energy transformation of used cooking oil. General Biodiesel partners with more than 1,300 local businesses to reduce a local waste stream in used cooking oil and transform it into low-carbon biodiesel. It then exclusively sells this fuel to local fuel distributors which provides an opportunity for renewable fuel to be bought and used by Washington truck fleets and cars. The company recycled 496,000 gallons of used cooking oil in 2010, and in 2011, they expect to recycle more than 700,000 gallons. General Biodiesel displaced more than 12.6 million pounds of CO2 in Washington State in 2010 and is on track to displace more than 19 million pounds in 2011.
As long as keep applauding, how about Eco Cartridge Store? Thanks for everything they're doing. By the way, I love that place. That place is terrific. And World CNG, thank you very much. And way to go. Good job. Now, this is the Grit, Determination, and Singular Focus Award, because that's what it takes in order to run a small business. This is the Small Business of the Year Award. The challenge of running it is infinite and daunting. You're up late at night. You're making sure that you can meet payroll and continue to do what you need to do in order to have your vision come true. You know, I got a friend of mine who runs a small business, and he says, you know, it's just not me. It's me and my 5 employees, and then it's all their kids, and it's their family, and it's everybody else. I mean, collectively, you at times feel as if you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. And I'm sure there's times, you know, early in the morning, even earlier than now, you are laying there awake thinking, okay, my receivables, I got my payables, and if I can just go past, if I can make it past the middle of the month, things will be okay because that'll come in and I'll be all right. And then you sort of lull yourself back to sleep again. So it is that type of commitment, that type of passion we want to recognize with this award right here. Coming from the Thanksgiving Little Kids table, ladies and gentlemen, King County Executive Dal Constantine.
You have no idea how true that is. It's like, why is he over there? They wanted me to watch you. Yeah, our family, there's like one person in our entire family under the age of about 40. So the little kids table is the one where all the wine gets consumed at Thanksgiving at our house. Me, my brother, and my cousins. By the way, speaking of wine, I was talking with someone out at the reception earlier. This particular category has 2 providers of tasty sweets, and we were thinking maybe next year we would expand and have another category to feature local wineries, move this to a brunch event. You see where I'm going with this? Exactly. Increase the participation. There we go. Thank you. I am so pleased to be able to present this year's Small Business of the Year Award. This year's finalists are Lightel Technologies, Inc., a company located in Renton that designs and manufactures fiber optic components, devices, and equipment. Molly Moon's Handmade Ice Cream, a company with several Seattle boutiques that makes and sells handmade ice cream and treats from locally grown ingredients. And Trophy Cupcakes and Party, a company with stores in Bellevue and Seattle that makes and sells artisan gourmet cupcakes and party supplies and provides catering and in-house party services. And the winner is Molly Moon's Handmade Ice Cream.
At just 32 years old, Molly Moon Neitzel is the proud owner of Seattle's Molly Moon's Homemade Ice Cream Boutiques. In just 3.5 years, she has grown her ice cream empire from 1 location in Wallingford to 5 locations and a mobile scoop shop. Under her stewardship, the Molly Moon business has seen a 625% revenue growth since the May 2008 opening of its first shop. Molly has close to 50 employees who work at least 20 hours per week with paid medical benefits and sick leave. She also provides all employees with a discounted gym membership. Molly believes that if you invest in your employees, they will invest in you and your business. Her undying commitment to community is seen not only in the design of her shops, but also in her impassioned civic involvement and philanthropic dedication. She recently created the Family Works Food Bank's Anna Banana Milk Fund, which provides underprivileged families with enough milk to drink each week.
Also to Lightel Technologies and Trophy Cupcakes and Party, thank you very much for your hard work as well. You are also recognized. As long as you keep applauding for everyone that helped organize this, been working on this for 9 months. This is our first one. We'll see everybody back here again next year. Have a great day, a profitable day. Take care of your employees and your customers, and they'll all take care of you. I'm John Curley. We'll talk to you on the radio tonight. Bye-bye.